For more than 40 years, inventors around the world have been trying to design and perfect this. An attachment for a vacuum cleaner that will effectively remove the dust and debris whilst drilling a hole. Everyone who owns a drill has to deal with this mess, from a professional tradesperson to a frustrated wife dreading asking her husband to put up a shelf knowing that she'll be the one that has to clean up after him. It's a problem that's been around since Black & Decker invented the handheld drill in 1917. However, even though solving the problem sounds easy enough, attempts have never really been efficient with different types and sizes of drill bits or effective with being able to see what you're doing. Well, that is until now. This is the XtraHand, a groundbreaking new extraction tool for your drill. So if you own one of these, then you really need one of these. This is to a drill what your windscreen is to your car. According to a recent survey by Portercable, 71% of Americans claim the cordless drill is their favourite tool, and 21% of women own more than 5 power tools. But whether you're a man or a woman, single-handed drill use is never ideal, and nor is it easy. Normally, if you wanted to catch the mess of drilling while staying in full control of the drill and the bit, you'd need someone to give you a hand. Is this familiar?
Oh my God, look at the mess! What the hell do you think you're doing?
What about this? Ever tried using one of these? Well, thankfully, they're all a thing of the past, and all it takes is 3 easy steps. Turn on the vacuum, place the XtraHand on the wall, floor or ceiling where you want to drill, and drill your hole. It's that easy. My name is Alan, and by trade I'm a carpenter, joiner and cabinet maker. Back in 2006 I came up with a very rudimentary but functional tool attachment based on a very simple idea. By putting your thumb over the top of a hose pipe, you can increase the water pressure, which in turn would increase the velocity. So I toyed with this concept, but with suction. The rudimentary tool design worked really well and was admired by everyone who saw it working, which is why I decided to apply for the patent. When I first applied for the patent office initially rejected my design because I had based it on the function of the tool. But after many changes, my patent application was submitted based upon the internal design, which was what made it work so effectively, but made it completely different to every other application. Less than a year later, I was standing in front of the board members of a large UK-based commercial vacuum cleaner manufacturer. They offered to buy my design and give me a royalty on every sale. Unfortunately, this amazing deal fell apart due to the 2008 recession, and sadly, that company went out of business. About 6 years ago, I began actively backing campaigns myself on a couple of crowdfunding websites, including this one. When my wife Estelle said, what about trying to bring my idea to the crowdfunding community? We began looking into it, but unfortunately my mum became ill and was diagnosed with bowel cancer, which meant my immediate priorities had to change. I looked after her for the following 4 months until she passed away. About a year after my mum passed, Estelle and I went back to the crowdfunding idea. However, after just a few months of planning and getting the campaign in place, everything was put on hold again as Estelle became ill. She'd been diagnosed with bladder cancer, and 11 weeks later I lost her too. So now, 14 years after I actually designed the tool, I'm back here in front of you with the ultimate version of the XtraHand, and I know that both my mum and Estelle would be extremely proud of me getting here. I'm a perfectionist, I'll never deny that. I can't bear a that'll do attitude. So in the end, it took 8 attempts to get the internal and external design of the prototype to work exactly how I wanted it to. And to be honest, this thing has surpassed my expectations in every way possible, for it doesn't just work with small drill bits, it works with masonry bits, wood bits, spade bits, even hole saws of various sizes. And because the XtraHand gives you a full view of the task in hand, you're never guessing whether the drill has wandered off target. But that's not all. This thing sticks like poo to a blanket. It works on laminated surfaces, wood, metal, plastic. It works on floors, plastered and painted walls, concrete, Celcon blocks, bricks. It even works on ceilings. All because the unique internal design creates areas of suction that work simultaneously, creating nearly 8 pounds of surface suction. With the tool placed on a surface, the suction is cleverly diverted to the mouth of the tool, which in turn increases the velocity of the suction for the removal of the dust. This also helps protect you by minimising those dangerous airborne particles that global government health and safety bodies are currently so concerned about. The XtraHand is fitted with a 32mm or 1.25" hose fitting, but when used with a universal adapter, the XtraHand fits nearly all sizes of vacuum hose, so there shouldn't be any need for you to replace your vacuum. The XtraHand works with both corded and cordless vacuums, and it's really easy to use, whether in the home, in the workshop or on the construction site, which is what makes this the ultimate extraction accessory for your drill. When I began prototype testing the XtraHand with tradespeople, literally all of them recommended that I put it out to the general public, as someone they knew would definitely want one. All of the manufacturing is being undertaken by companies near to me in the UK, so I'm able to oversee everything from the injection mould tooling through to the manufacturing process. I've also ensured that the material used to manufacture the XtraHand will include around 15% recycled plastic. Our campaign funding goals are achievable, and if we reach them, we hope to be able to include stretch goals like colour options and the universal hose adapter. I now have a great team working with me who believe in the product like I do. In fact, we've already raised enough funds to get the tooling underway for the injection mould process, so we're confident that we can have the XtraHand in your hand for Christmas 2020. So you know how you were looking for that special Christmas present for that extra special someone? Well, you found it. Back our campaign now and join the new industrial revolution.